Cool. We're just going to start off with some warm-up exercises, guys, okay? So all we're going to do is we're going to stretch the arm across for a few seconds. When we do that, we're just going to turn to the left, okay? Stretch the arm across. Pull. Do the same on the right. Take it out. Rotate it all the way back. Okay, two here, then come back again. Okay, all the way back. And then back again. Okay, I want you to do it 5 times on your right and 5 times on your left, just while I'm sorting out all the people letting in, okay? So kick that off. There's 5 on your left and 5 on your right, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to mute you guys. Cool. Okay, when you finish that, I want you guys to do. Just give me a thumbs up when everyone's finished. I'll try and see it from over here. Okay, so what I want you to do, just put your hands across your chest like this. I just want you to push your hips in, so you've got your pelvis pointing upwards. Just want you to bend your body forward slightly, and then go all the way around. Okay, just for your lower back, all the way around. Try not to push your bum out when you're doing it. That'll be the hip exercise in a minute. This is just for your middle and lower spine. Okay, so all the way around in one direction, then all the way back. Okay, so start from the front, all the way around in one direction, and all the way back in the opposite. Okay, we're going to do it 5 times. Okay, all the way around, all the way back. Okay, just keep that going for another 2 or 3. Until you get up to 5. I'm letting people in and out. That's better. Okay, when you've done that, just give it a quick shake and then we're going to do the hips, okay? So. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, hands on the hips. I'm going to push out to one side, all the way around. I'm just going to keep going in that direction for 10. All the way around, you can push your butt out this one. And then back. After you've done 10 in one direction, go back 10 in the other. Sorry, there's a couple more people to let in. Okay, so you've done 10 in one direction. When you've got your 10, and 10 in the opposite. Just nice and slow, as wide as you can get it. Okay. Sorry, a couple more leg comers. Cool. Okay, guys, when you finish those, what we're going to do, I'm just going to put it on gallery view here so I can see what you guys are up to. So if you're happy to jump back and forth so much. Cool. So when you've done that, we're going to go to the knees. Okay, so you're just going to bend your knees slightly, get a little bit of a curve in them, and you're just going to go around. Okay, 5 in one direction. 3, 4, 5. 5 in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. When you've done that, you can see on here, just shake it out. So we're going to do a little bit of exercise, and then we're just going to go on to some basic combinations, okay? So exercise-wise, you may or may not have seen this before. You might need a wall for this, guys. It depends on your balance. But what we're going to do is we're going to raise up one leg, and we're just going to bring it up and down, okay, just 10 times without touching the floor, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to bring up our leg, and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so guys, just bang out 10. Just raise your knee up and bring it down without touching the floor. Okay? Give that one a go. Just right in front of you without touching the floor. Cool. Okay, when you've done that, bring your knee out to the side and do exactly the same thing. So 10 without touching the floor. Okay? Okay? We'll check and check what everyone's up to on here. Okay, guys, when you finish that, I want you to go onto your other leg and do exactly the same, okay? So straight out in front, left leg now, up, and just 10 times without touching the floor, okay? Up nice and high, bring it down low so it's almost touching, and then bring it back up, okay? 10 of those, and then 10 out to the side again. This is just to help you balance, because when you're doing your knees, when you're doing your kicks, obviously you're going to be balancing on the one leg. It's just getting that support muscle, right? And getting your hip flexors used to bringing your knee up nice and high, okay? That'll help with your knees and your snap kicks. Like I said, if you need something to hold on to, then just step a little bit closer to your wall. Just waiting for you guys to finish those off. See what's happening on the other side. Okay, and the last one of these, we're only going to do 5 of these. We're going to bring the leg up, we're going to bring it down, we're going to bring it out, we're going to bring it up, we're going to bring it down, and we're going to bring it back. Okay, so up, out, almost touch, up, in, almost touch, and that's 1. Okay, here, out, almost touch, here, back, almost touch. Okay, and the point of this one is, again, it's a balance exercise, but it's a bit more akin to you turning kick. Okay, so when you're doing a turning kick, you're going to bring your leg out to the side a bit, you're going to kick through, and then you've got to get your balance again. So this, out to the side and in, kind of emulates that movement a bit, okay? So do it first on your right leg, and when you finish that, do it on your left leg, okay? Cool. So when you've done that, I'll just wait for you guys to finish up. You can see a couple of you still teetering a bit. Okay, so now we've got the hip flexors going. We're just going to do some squats, okay? So we're going to do some normal squats, and then we're going to do some jump squats, okay? So for the normal squats, what we tend to do, we tend to have our feet a bit wider, okay? I know some people like to squat like this. Personally, I don't like how that feels on my knees, but I like mine out a little bit wider, okay? So we're going to do 20 squats on here. We're just going to go down nice and low, stay there for a second, and then we're going to come up, okay? When you come up, force your hips forward nice and explosively. So 1, hips forward, 2, hips forward, 3, hips forward, okay? So we're going to do 20. Okay, finish up your 20. Okay, so jump squats. So if you're coming to my class, you probably recognize them, but the way we do it is we drop down into our squat. When we come out of it, we explode up, we bring our feet together. Okay, then when we come from here, we get back into our squat position, and then we squat down again. Okay, so we squat down, explode up, back into squat position, and then down. Okay. Okay, so we're going to bang out 20 of those. So down, back into position, and then down again. Good. It's up to you guys. What you can do, you can pause in between them, so you can go here, come up, get back ready, and do it again, or you can just go straight. Okay, entirely up to you. Wait for you guys to finish that up. Okay, so last exercise. I'm not going to join you in this one because, as you can see, I'm outside and we have a lot of cats in the neighborhood who like to use the garden. So we're just going to go in and do some basic sit-ups, okay, guys? So just drop down, do 10 sit-ups, okay? Whichever one you want, you can do it as a crunch, you can do it as a V-up, you can do it any way you want to do it, okay? So just bang them out. Okay, guys. So now we're going to do a little exercise for the core, okay? You may or may not have seen this. So your hands go flat on here, and your elbows come out. And the point of this is try not to move your legs too much, but you can turn your leg in just to relieve the pressure on the knee. What you want to do is go back here, and then the other side. Okay? So push, push, push. Okay, we're going to do 10 on each side. Okay, so 1 is this side, center, and that side. That's 1. Okay? So we're going to do, well, 20 basically overall. Okay? So again, the important thing is try and keep upright, try and keep your hips in, and try not to overturn the legs. Okay, overturning the legs would be here, because then you're not actually keeping it in the core anymore. You can let the knee fold in a bit, because otherwise it's a bit hard on the kneecaps. What you want to be doing is here. And this is the kind of movement you can imagine that you'd be doing if you were throwing an elbow, if I was throwing a back elbow. Okay, so if I'm throwing an elbow forward, I'm going to let that fall in this way, If I'm throwing a back elbow, I'm going to do the same. Okay? We're just going to do 20. So bang those out. Good, nice. When you're doing it, try and imagine that these elbows are hitting someone, okay? So rather than just turning from your core, imagine that you're actually doing a back elbow into someone, because it gets a bit more explosiveness. Okay? Wait for you guys to finish up. Right, guys, okay, so grab a quick drink of water. We're going to move on to some basics, okay? So we're going to be focusing quite a lot on foot cross in this session, yeah? So if you want, grab yourself a water for very quickly, and if not, we're going to jump into it now, okay? So first of all, we're going to start with just a regular cross-hip cross. So you probably see I've got this stuff arranged in front of me. The point of this is without a bob or a punch bag, it gives you a bit of an indication about what I'm thinking of when I'm throwing these, okay? So in effect, this is supposed to be the person's shoulders, this is the person's head, this is the person's body, torso, and the person standing in a fairly orthodox front hand in the lead stance, okay? So when we're doing our combinations, what I'm going to be doing is focusing on getting my combination so that at least reach here and go through that, okay? So that's what those are doing there, and you'll see in a minute why we're using them. So I'm going to start off with a cross-hip cross, okay? So in your fighting stance, make sure your back heel is up. So what we're going to do at first is we're going to be just throwing a normal boxing combination, so the cross-hip cross. Then we're going to try and make it a bit smarter, then we're going to try and make it a bit more evasive, and then we're going to put it into another combination, okay? So we're going to start off with a normal cross-hip cross. So when you do it, we'll do it super slow at first. I just want you to think about the form, okay? So when you do it, you're going to step in so that you can get close enough to unwind with the hip, okay? One of the biggest problems with this is when people try and throw it from too far out, they lean forward, okay? If you lean forward over your foot, the balance is gone. So to throw across, you need to be within an sort of appropriate range. So we're going to step in, and then we're going to turn our hip over and throw this out, okay? So cross. When we throw our hook, this hand's going to come back. This is going to come up nice and high, and we're going to twist our hips in, and then we're going to put this back on here and do the second cross, okay? So we're going to do it nice and slow. I'm going to do 5 with you, and then you're going to do 5 without me, okay? So step in for 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. Keep that elbow nice and high. 2, step in, unwind, hook, unwind. 3, step in, unwind, hook, unwind. 4, step in, unwind, hook, unwind, and then 5. Step in, unwind, hook, unwind. Okay? Now I'm going to watch you guys doing 5 without me, okay? You can see on the screen here. So, 6. Go. As you keep that hand on your chin when you're throwing across until it's time to throw it, and then put it in from your chin. Here, nice tight hook rather than coming down. Okay? 7. Good. 8. 9. 10. Okay, cool. So, what you guys might have seen, the problem with this is the initial making up that distance, okay? So, the cross is intrinsically slower and shorter range than the jab, okay? Because on the jab, I can put my shoulder in forward and I can reach all the way over here. The cross are never going to get quite as far, even if I do a full turn, because I'm hitting from my back leg, okay? So, problem with this is getting into this range. Because as I step in, that's when I'm going to get jabbed in the face before I throw this, okay? So what we tend to do in our class is we tend to put our hand up if we're coming in straight, okay? We're angling off, it's less of a problem if we're coming out here, or if we're coming out here to do something, it's less of a problem. But if we're going straight down the center, we tend to put this hand up first, okay? That's what we're going to do for the next one. We're going to come in with our hand up, and we're going to throw it across. And then when we throw the hook, we're going to throw the hook, and then we're going to cover up before we throw the next cross. Okay, so just to demonstrate, we're going to come in with our hand up to throw the cross, then we're going to throw the hook, we're going to cover up, and then we're going to throw another cross. Okay, this is in front of our hand, this hand's in front of our face the whole time. We're using this hand as a punch, and this hand covered the rest of the time. Okay, so if you're doing your atom, for example, and someone's hitting you, and you're blocking with your atom, and your hand comes back here, this is a good time to cross, hook, cross. Okay, so we're just going to do it like that. Nice and slow for 5 with me, nice and slow for 5 without me. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do 5 with me. So 1, hand up, cross, hook into here, cross, and then out. Okay, 2, cross, hook, cross, and then out. 3, cross, hook, cross, and then out. And 4, cross, hook, cross, and then out. And then 5, cross, hook, cross, and then out. Okay? Now I want you guys to do 5 without me, and I'm going to watch how you do it. Okay, so you can start off the first 2 slow, and then you can speed it up. So, 1, nice and slow the first one, cross, hook, cross, that's fine. 2, cross, hook, cross, good. When you do the hook, and you throw this, try and keep that elbow pointing at them, okay? Because if you point it over here, you're giving them a lot of your back. And they can punch you over the top here, or they can just grab you and grapple you, okay? So what you want to be doing is here, here. So you're going to hook them and then snap it straight back to your head, and then here, okay? 3. That's it, good. 4. 5. Cool. So, like I said, the point of this one is if you're going to crash straight into them, okay? Variety of reasons for that, but mostly it's normally because you're under fire. So you're doing your normal atom stuff, and you're moving about, and you just get that one opportunity to snap it in. Okay, you're under fire, you're doing it 1, 2, 3, and then you're back out, and you're trying to move about and do something else. Okay, so that's why we would blast straight into someone. Another good way to throw the cross across is as a counter. Okay, so you want to bait them so that they throw something at you, come back out of the way, and then throw it in nice and quick. Okay, so one good way to bait them is to use your bounce back. Okay, so I'll try and do this for a couple of angles, but what we're going to do, we're going to leave this leg over here. So when we throw our cross, we're not going to bring our whole body in like we normally would. We're going to leave this one behind, okay? So we're going to throw the cross, leave that one behind, and then we're going to bounce back, which brings our head out of the line of the counter, and then we're going to come straight back in, across, okay? So we're going to have a longer stance, we're going to step with the front leg, leave the back leg behind, turn our hip over to throw a nice hard cross, and then we're going to pull back, brings our head back about a foot, the counter misses us, and then we snap back and do our cross. Okay, so I'm going to do it together, 5 together, 5 without me. Okay, so nice and slow, we step and we hit, we bounce back, and we come back in, 1, 2, 3, and then we bounce back again. Okay, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, bounce back, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's quite a good combination. The timing of this one's a bit more difficult, okay? But it's a good combination to throw if you've got someone who is a counter fighter, okay? So you get a lot of people which they wait for a jab or a cross. They say, I'm waiting for a jab, and I'll parry down the jab, and I'll cross you or overhand right you over the top. Or I'll wait for a cross, and I'll fade back on the cross, and then I'll hit you, okay? It's quite good for that. We're baiting them in by throwing our own hit, and then as soon as they try and counter with a big right hand, we're fading back just out of the way. That goes flying past, and then I've got open season to throw in my free, okay? So we're going to do 5 of those again without me, and I'm going to watch how you guys do it, okay? So, 1. That's it. 2. 3. 4. 5. So guys, that's pretty good. I noticed what you guys are doing, which is very common, especially when you're doing a bounce back, because the bounce back is quite a gutsy move, okay? It's very difficult to have full confidence that they're not going to hit you with it, because you're literally moving your head back about that far. So you're here, you're stepping in long, you're throwing something, and then you're just pulling back that much, okay? So you've gone from here to here. That's not a lot, and I can see why, obviously, the timing on that has to be pretty crisp, or else you're still going to get it, okay? But one of the things we do, to make it feel a bit safer at least, is rather than having a big gap in front of my face when I bounce back and hoping they won't go past it, I tend to put my elbow up in the way, okay? So we do it like this. I step in long and I throw my cross, and then rather than just bouncing back here and hoping they don't hit me, I throw my cross and then I snap this elbow in front of my nose, okay? So if they're throwing anything straight, they're going to throw it right onto the tip of my elbow, and if they're throwing any hooks or anything, I'll only catch it on the back of my arm, okay? So we're going to do 5 like that, which is step in, cross, and then you're going to bounce back and snap this in the way, okay? And then you're still going to come back, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to come back and snap again, okay? So it's like this, snap, this, 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 snap, okay? I'm going to give it like that. When you are pulling your elbow in front of you, it's as quick as a punch, okay? What you don't want to do, you don't want to do this, and then here, and then do that, because don't forget, this is to block the counter, okay? So as soon as I finish hitting them, I'm putting this in front immediately, okay? Hit, 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 and then 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm going to do 5 with you. You're going to do 5 without me, okay? So, 1, nice and slow, in, replace your face with the elbow, cross, hook, cross. 2, boom, replace it with the elbow, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, here, bounce back and replace with the elbow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, bounce back, replace with the elbow, 1, 2, 3, and bounce back again, and 5, in, back, 1, 2, 3, back. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys to do it 5 times. I'm going to watch how you go. Okay, on the count. Nice and slow for 2, then fast for 3, okay? So nice and slow for 2, fast for 3. 1. 1. Good. 2. 1. 3. Don't worry about it. 4, 5. Yeah, nice. Okay, so the whole point of this, it's just a little bit about the assurance, okay? Because if you're nice and slick, you can come in, you can hit them, you can bounce back, and bounce back again, yeah? Bounce back, swirl under, all of this stuff, moving around, great. But if you're not confident that me getting my head back this far is going to stop them, or if you're the kind of person who likes to double up on their jab, which is a big weakness on the bounce back, because you miss their initial jab and they just step in and pop it again and get that extra foot on there, this is really quite effective, okay? Because the first one will hit the top of your elbow and they're not going to want to follow it up, okay? So that's 2 ways to actually throw the cross your combination. So one is you're just flying in, 1, 2, 3, and you're just like a tank and you're just smashing your way in. The second one is bait them, avoid theirs, 1, 2, 3, and then get back out of there. For the third one, we're going to come out to an angle, okay? And this is what this is about. So I'm going to remind you what this is. This is their head, this is their torso, this is their rear shoulder, and this is their left shoulder, okay? So they are basically standing in this kind of position, which is quite common. It's an orthodox stance, okay? So what we're going to do for this, we're going to hit them, we're going to come off to the angle, we're going to throw a punch, we're going to control their position, and then we're going to throw another punch, okay? It's still going to be kind of cross, hook, cross, but we're going to throw another punch at the end, okay? So we're going to come in straight down the line, and we're going to hit them, okay? Immediately after that, we're going to move out to this side, and you can see I'm right on his shoulder. And then we're going to throw our hook, and then we're going to do this rather than a second cross. We're going to move our head away in case he does a big blind overhand to try and hit me. And I'm going to push his face away from me. Then I'm going to turn and hit him with an overhand left instead. Okay? So, we'll explain it again. I'm going to go straight in, so he's going to think I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3. Okay? As soon as I throw the cross, he's going to start trying to counter with his backhand. So I'm going to get hit with the cross, then he's going to swing back for me. I don't want to be here for that, so I'm going to move out. Okay? So I'm going to step in, I'm going to hit, and I'm immediately going to come off to the side where his shoulder is. Okay? So he is effectively, I was here, and now I'm here. Okay? And you can see if I'm throwing a cross, I'm going to be outside of that cross. If I'm going to throw a hook, it's going to stuff the hook because I'm too close. Okay? But in any case, we're going to move our shoulder out of the way so it goes over our head. Okay? So we're just going to do the first bit first. Okay? So I just want you guys to follow along with me. I'll do it once more demo slow. Okay? I'm going to come in, bringing my whole body and my back leg with me. And throw the cross. I'm going to immediately use my front leg. This way I have to be in a balanced position and step out to the left at a 45-degree angle. Okay? So we're just going to go that far for 5. In. Okay? It's kind of like the L step, which is obviously you bring your foot back and go sideways. But instead of going just laterally, I'm going here and then coming forward and laterally because I want to get as far behind your shoulder as I can. Okay? So I'm going to go with you for 5 and then I'm going to get you guys to do it in front of me. Okay? So, step in, bring your whole body. Throw the punch. Shoot off, sort of 45 degrees to the left. And then we stop. Okay? And make sure your shoulder's nice and curved. Okay? So, first one. 1. In, punch, slip. 2. In, slip. Okay? Remember, you can see my knees always going to line up with their shoulder because it means I'm outside of their range of their firing range, okay? If my knee's here and my head's here, the only way they can hit me is by throwing something out this way. They're not going to get any of the normal power. 3, 1, 2. Okay? 4, 1, 2. And 5. Okay? Now I want to watch you guys doing 5 and see where we get to. So I'm going to do it on the count, okay? 1. Good. What you want to be doing when you come out to the left is you want to turn your shoulder towards him a bit, okay? What I don't necessarily want to do is come here and then be standing here, because he could still throw his elbow out and hit me in the face, okay? I want to take my head and put it over my back leg, so it's out of the way, okay? So, let's go again. So 1. Good. That's it, yes, curl over, perfect. 2. Forward, and then out, good. 3. Forward, and then out. 4. Forward, and then out. That's it. So remember, rather than curling in this way, I want to curl away. Head over here, and my shoulder is almost touching their shoulder. Okay? 4. 1, 2. Better, much better. 5. 1, 2. Good, perfect. People are getting it now. So, next part. Obviously, I don't want to be not facing the person, okay? Because he's just going to turn around. Okay, so if I shoot in here and I come off here and my shoulder's almost touching his shoulder and I don't do anything else, he's going to turn around and get behind me, okay? So my next thing I want to do is I'm going to turn my body all the way around and I'm going to throw a body hook into his liver, okay? It's a liver shot. So what I'm going to do, I come in, I put my hand up in his face, so he puts his head back, okay? Which gives me a second to come out here and turn and hit the body, okay? You notice when I turn to hit the body, I'm not still facing this way and trying to reach around. I'm going to turn my entire base into him. Okay, so now I'm facing him at a 90-degree angle from where I was. I was facing this way, now I'm facing this way, and that's the point of having these, okay? So, I'm going to go into him, I'm going to hit. I'm going to come out, and I'm going to turn in and hit his body. Now remember, this is his body, okay? So I've got to push all the way in, get over here. Okay, so we're just going to do 5 of those, and then we're going to move on to the last bit of the combat. Okay, so in and hit, over, turn and hit. And now I'm facing him on this angle. Okay, these are his shoulders, this is his torso, that's his head, and I'm hitting him here. Okay, we'll do 5 together, and then we're going to move on to the next bit. So, 1, step in, to the side, turn your body in. Okay, nice and balanced. You want to be able to hold this position afterwards, okay? If you're hitting and you're staggering, you've either hit it too hard or you're just throwing your shoulders too much and not enough hit, okay? 2, in, to the side, whip from the hips. Okay, and you should finish in a lovely balanced position to do the next hit. 3, in, dodge, hit. 4, in, dodge, hit. And obviously keep your backhand up. Last one, 5. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Okay, now I'm basically in a southpaw stance, facing this way. Okay? We'll watch you do 5 and then we're going to move it on. 1. In, off, push. Good. That's right. With this one, you can drop your body weight down when you turn. Okay? It'll give you more power because you can push off and it makes you more stable. If you're trying to do it up here, you're throwing a lot of body weight over your center of gravity. Okay? If you are here and you stay down here and you do it, you're in a nice stable position. And also, if he comes flying back with an elbow or something, you will be underneath it. Okay? It'll go over your head. So, 2, 1. Good. Great. Des, try and stick the position when you land, okay? So after the hook, stay there for a second, just so you feel your balance before you step out, okay? 3. Good. Okay? 4. Okay, cool. Last one, 5. Excellent. Okay, so guys, this is where we are in reality, okay? So The guy's about to fight. We've hit him with a cross, okay? You hit someone with a cross, they're going to go back, and then they're going to throw something back, okay? And it could be that they throw something like that. It could be that they throw something like that. Or it could be that they throw something like that. It's almost always going to be on their right hand because you've hit them and they've gone head back. So they're not going to throw this, they're going to throw that. That's why when we do our little cut to the side, we don't cut to the side and stand upright to get that right in the nose. We cut to the side and we duck our head and slip and wait for that to go over, okay? So we've hit the guy, he's come back, and he's probably done that, okay? He's missed us, and then we've hammered him straight in the liver, okay? The reality of the situation is he's probably now going to put his hand down a bit to try and protect this liver, okay? So you can imagine the sequence. I'm here, I get hit in the face, try and hit you, you hit me in the body, and I'm here. Okay, I'm probably going to be in this kind of position. Still not facing me, okay? I'm not automatically going to get hit in the liver and turn around to face someone. I'll probably just fold in on myself and be at this kind of 45-degree angle, okay? So this is the next bit of this combination. We've come in, we've hit him. We've moved out, we've hit him hard in the ribs, okay? He's now, that he's here, he's going to start turning to face us, okay? And we don't want that. We don't want him facing us because if he's facing us, we're just going to have to move again, okay? So what we do, and there's two ways to do it. It depends on where his hands are. His hands are low because we just hit him in the body. We can hit him to turn his face away. Okay, if his hands are up, we can push him to push the guard to the side, which will open up the change. Okay, either way. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to step in, we're going to hit him, we're going to come to the side, we're going to hook the body. Now he's either going to be here or here. Okay, if he's here, from here we're going to hit him across the face, okay? It's not a hammer fist, which hits with the bottom. I'm rapping on his face with the knuckles, okay? So it's cross here, and I snap it out like this, okay? So here, here. And I'm scraping it across and using my delts to push his head as far over there as possible. At the same time, I'm moving my head out of the firing range, just in case I miss him and he smashes me, okay? I move in, I hit, I take the angle, I smash his body, and then I smash his head, and my head is out of the firing range, okay? Once I've done that, I'm gonna put in my overhand left, right into his face, okay? That's if his arm is low. If he's got hit in the body and shelled up, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm gonna push his guard with my open hand, okay? So I'll be 1, 2, hit his body, push, hook onto his guard and push it out of the way so that I can land this overhand left, okay? And you notice where I'm landing it, I push this guard out of the way and I land it right next to where my hand is, okay? So I don't push his guard, come, and then hit him. It's too slow, okay? I've got to hit him, strip the guard and hit him as soon as the guard's moved a second out of his face, okay? So my hand's here, pulling his guard slightly to the side, and then I'm gonna land it, okay? There's not time to do 1, 2, because if someone pulls my guard down, it's damn well going back immediately where that is, because I know that's what they're trying to do, okay? So one more demo, and then we're gonna do it together. Step in, hit, move out, hit the body, strip the guard, smash him with an overhand left, okay? And again, I should be in a nice heel up, balanced stance that I can throw any other move from, okay? I shouldn't be up on my tippy toes and I shouldn't be flat on my feet, where if I said to you to do a kick now, it would be like here, okay? I should have this and a rear heel up, okay? So now if I wanted to do a knee, I would just step back and do a knee, okay? So we're gonna do 5 together, then you're gonna do 5 without it, okay? Super slow. Step in, bring your body in, hit. Move out to the side, hit the body, strip the guard, keep your head over here, and then throw your whole body through. Hit where his opening is now, okay? 2. In, avoid, hit the body, strip the guard, smash the face, and you're back in your fighting stance. It's just a southpaw, okay? 3, 1, 2, 3, strip that guard, slash him, and you're back in your fighting stance. 4, in, away, hit the body, strip the guard, smash the face, back in fighting stance. Last one, and then you guys are going to do it without me. 1, 2, 3, strip. Okay? Now I'm going to watch you guys doing 5 without me. Slow, yeah? All 5 slow. Watch your balance at every step. If you want to do something, stop, check your balance, do something else, check your balance, swivel, check your balance, and then do the rest. That's absolutely fine. The last thing you want to do on something like this is to lose your footing. Okay? So, on the count. 1. Good. Again. Grip the guard and then put it in. Yes, good. Remember, when you're putting in an overhand left, it's less powerful than the overhand right because it's your weaker arm, even if you have got it in the back. So rather than trying to swing it in, I like to snap it in. So I just pop it straight in, and I pop it in and over. So I've got a nice little loop on it, so it hits them right here. Okay? 2. Nice. Good. 3. Remember, guys, we're punching from our chin. Yeah, nice. 4. Okay? 5. Cool. Okay? So now, guys, we've got, what have we got? We've got 3 different ways of throwing this cross hook cross. Each one needs a bit of adaptation, but it depends on how you're fighting, okay? So if you're just having a normal boxing match, you can just do your bop, bop, and you're out. Bop, 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 and you're out. Leaving your face quite open, okay? If you're doing your active and you're under fire, you can come in, you can hit, 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 and then you're out. If you're trying to be a bit more intelligent and you're just throwing in little pop-ups and out, you're doing your stepping jab and out, you're moving in like that, bait them in with the cross, pop back, and then launch yourself in to finish them. Or if they're a bit stationary, so there's a big lump and they're just there and they're swinging, and they're not moving that much, this works really well, okay? Because they're not going to turn. What they're going to do is they're going to come in and they're going to be swinging and trying to smash you with one hit, okay? That's perfect for this kind of movement because when someone throws something with a lot of commitment like that, it's quite hard to recover. Perfect opportunity for you to take an angle, okay? So then we are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Next, we're going to put on a bit more to that last combination, okay? And then we're going to move on to a different one. I think we've got about 15 minutes left. So once you're here and you've done the last part of the combination, so you've hit them, moved off, you've hit them in the body, open them up and hit them, okay? At this stage, they're turned slightly away from you, but they are going to turn into you at this, okay? Now you've got the option here, obviously, you can just step back and start fighting from a southpaw stance, or you can do something else that's going to get you inside, get some nice hard hits on, and then help you switch back into a normal stance, okay? This last bit's a bit complicated, so just take it as far as you can, or adapt it, okay? But I just wanted to show you. So, we're going to come in, we've hit them, we've come out, we've hit them, we've opened them up, we've hit them, okay? Their head's about here. I'm in my southpaw stance. So what that means as an advantage is I've got my strong hand in the front, okay? When I have my strong hand in the front, the 2 things I quite like are to throw uppercuts, because I can throw them really hard, or hooks, because I can throw them really hard with my right foot's in the front, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do that left hook, and from there we're going to step in, we're going to do an uppercut, we're going to step across and do a body hook with the left again, and then we're going to do a body hook, head hook with the right. I want to get back into my normal stance now. So once I've done a big hard head hook with the right, I'm going to step back with a pivot hook. And now I'm back in my normal left stance, angled off, facing him square. Okay, so I'm right in the middle of his stance, which means I can come bang back in again. Okay, a bit complicated, but if we break it down, it's not so bad. But, move here, okay? So now I'm here off onto the side of him, and I've thrown this, okay? Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna step in with my head towards him, and I'm gonna do an uppercut. I'm gonna step in an uppercut, okay? I'm going to step across his body, don't forget, shoulder, shoulder, head. So he's gonna start turning in towards me. As he starts turning in towards me, after I've done the uppercut, I'm gonna step in and launch quite a hard body hook, because I've got my whole body behind it, okay? From here, because he's gonna curve and cover his body, I'm gonna do a hard head hook. And from here, I'm gonna try and get back onto my front stance by stepping back and pivoting out with a pivot hook. And then I'm here in my front stance, ready to do something else, okay? From here, step in on the right foot and uppercut, step across their body, body hook. Swing back with a nice big hefty right hand, and then I'm gonna step all the way around and throw my arm up, okay? Again, a bit complex, but if you can get it, it's a perfect combination to get in and out of trouble, okay? So I'm gonna do 5 together. I'm gonna watch you guys for 5, and then we'll see where we are with it, okay? If you've got it, we'll move it on. If you haven't, that's fine. We'll take it back down again, okay? So from the top, 1, push, take that angle, hook their body, use their guard out of the way, hit them with a hard overhand left, step in and get right up the center line with this big uppercut. Step your body through and give them a really hard second liver shot. Pull back, swing your whole body round into a nice big head hook, and then step your leg all the way around to the outside again, and swing this hand over the top as you do it. And then you are back on them in your nice, normal, orthodox stance. And this is the shape of their body, with it back on his shoulder. So my foot is here, so he's here, coming at me from this angle again, which means I've got to turn again just to be able to deal with it, okay? 2, up, up, straight, hit, uppercut, body hook, big hook, pivot, back. 3, in, to the side, hit, straight his hands, hit him, uppercut, body hook, head hook, over. Now I'm back. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, up, 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 up. 4, was that 4 or 3? 4, who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 5. Up, 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 up. Okay? Now I'm going to see you guys do 5 of that on the count. And remember, if you're struggling for space, because there's a lot of walking around in that one, you can do all of this in a very small box, okay? So just one demo of that. If I only had, say, this much space to do this combination in, I would just do the whole thing but tighter, okay? So I'd do this without step. I would just turn. I would turn my body 90-degree angle. I barely moved outside the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? I've done all of that in a tiny space, like 2 of these squares. So you don't need to step as much, okay? Right. And what's you guys doing here? 1. Good. Nice. 2. That's it. So at the end, you've got the overhand left. You step across and do the uppercut. Then you step through with the body hook. Then you swing an instinctive over with the other hand. So you've got the right head hook. And then from there, you're just trying to get out and to the side. Equally, to be perfectly honest, what you could do is you could throw the left hip. You could throw here. And you could just step back. If the pivot's too much, you can step back. Equally, you'll still be safe. The difference is you'll be safe for longer if you come out to the side, okay? Because if this is the guy, so this is the guy, and he's facing, so this is his body, and he's facing me like this, okay? If I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am now right on his front hand. I'm right in front of him, and he's ready to hit me with that jab or cross, okay? If I've 1, 2, 3, and I've come out this way, 4, I'm now off this angle. So if I walk straight backwards, I'm here, standing in front of him. But if you do the pivot hook, you're there. Which means for him to hit you, he's got to either turn, or he's got to try and go into southpaw, which is something that a lot of fighters are not good at. Or he's got to try and do some rubbish coming out in the wrong direction where he hasn't pushed off behind him, just throw out a jab like that, okay? But if it's too complicated, just step back, okay? We're going to do number 3. 3. You're going to do your crossing, step out, hook to the body, strip, hit, uppercut, body hook, head hook, and then out. Perfect. Yes, good. Excellent. Okay. 4. Up, 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 up. Nice. The only thing with you, Des, is try and keep your head more central when you're throwing the hooks. I know the temptation is to throw the hook out and throw the hook out, but for this particular sequence, there's no benefit in moving your head away from them because you've got them on the run. You're hitting them and they're going backwards. So if you hit me and I go backwards and you go backwards to swing your next hook, you're not going to get me, yeah? You've got to be chasing me in, okay? So what I mean by that is you're here, you've stripped it and you've hit him, okay? You've just given him a big hit. His head's going to be back here. So when you step through and you do this one, I want to be pushing my body into him as much as possible. And for this one, he's probably going to be way back here trying to avoid me. So I want to swing in. I want to swing my body towards the camera before I come out, okay? If I do this, hit him, swing out, this is not going to hit him at all. There's no reason for him to put his head in for this, okay? So I want to do strip, hit in, and then I step out, okay? Give it a go. So number 3, I think it was, not before. That's it, hunt them down. You've got them on the run, don't move away from them. That's it, perfect. Okay, number 4. Good, nice one. Okay, and last one. Okay, guys, I think you got this, okay? We've run out of time. We've only got a couple of minutes, so I think what might be fun is, because it's a bank holiday, we're going to do that whole combination, and when you come back into southpaw side to your normal orthodox stance, you're just going to throw in cross hook cross at the end, okay? So you're going to do the whole thing. 1, 2, strip, hit. Sorry, it's uppercut, okay. Strip, hit, uppercut, 1, 2, 3, and then at the end of this, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, okay? Just at the end, okay? So we're going to put the whole thing together. See if we can get, what is that, 12, 15 hits? Let's see if we can get it all done. and then we'll move on to the warm-up, okay? So we'll do it together, just for 5. Come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and I finish them off. Here's a 12. Number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I missed one. Number 4. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Getting less each time. 4. Up. Cross. Up. 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 5. Last one. Up. Up. Push. 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 Okie dokie, guys. We'll watch you do the last 5, and then we're going to quickly warm up. I'm not going to watch you because my phone's died. We'll come over there, watch you do the last 5, and then we're going to warm down. Okie dokie. Let's see it. 1. 1 bump. No, you've almost got it. Don't give up. Don't give up. I'll call it out. I'll call it out. I'll call it out. So, number 6. Cross. Slips to the side. Hook. Catch. Overhand. Uppercut. Hook to the body. Hook to the head. Step back. Then cross hook cross. That's the one. That's it. And I need you guys, when you're doing it, think about where their head would be. You'll know better than me because you're the one hitting them. If you feel like you're going to do a jab on someone, their head's going to go back, put your next punch there. If you think that you've done a hook and their head's going to go that way, put your next punch there, okay? So, number 3, cross, evade, hook, strip, overhand, uppercut, hook, hook, step out and hook. And then cross hook cross. Perfect. Again, 4. Good, that's it. Nice, good. Nice, Des. I like the fact that you're not even stepping back. You're actually going around his body even more. Perfect. You can see how that works. It's very sort of Customato Tyson-esque because you're circling his body and hitting him really hard at the same time, okay? Really helps, especially for you, Des, because you move your head quite a lot, but not always in the most useful fashion. This will make it a functional movement, okay? Last one, 5. Perfect. Yeah, nice, Des. And you can see, once you've got it and it's working, then you can put that in whenever you want. It doesn't have to be exactly that sequence. An overhand can become an uppercut can become a hook. It doesn't matter. The important thing...
I actually find this pretty weird where you do the hook and then you try to strip with the right.
Yeah.
You do the body hook here and then this bit is like, I find a bit awkward. Strip with the right and then come with the left.
Yeah, so the other option on that would be to just pile straight into them and just do like Tyson would. So the option on that would be, so for example, I'm here, I've hit him, I've come out, and I've done this hook. Tyson's version of that would be uppercut hook again, or it would have been body hook, head, uppercut, body hook. Those are perfectly valid. The reason that I wanted you to do the strip is because if someone is really good at covering, then what you tend to find is they'll be doing all of this. So they're going to be moving about, they're going to be covering all the time. So Yes, you can slip those in, especially if when you do your hooks, like I was saying in class, they're not here, they're L's. Yeah, you can put an L in around any of these quite easily. If it's in that L shape and the guard's here, it slips in quite nicely and underneath, okay? But again, they're just options, okay? What I wanted you guys to think about today is from here, if they've got their guard up and I hit them on the body, just strip that out of the way and smash them, because then that gives you that ability to come round.
Yeah, I just find it goes against my momentum. The momentum's going this way, and then you go.
You're right. It is, and it's again a more instinctive way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to just stay here. And then from here, I would just put in whatever combination. But will they be there? I don't know. And this is the only reason I like this one. While I'm swinging and swinging, if the guy is still conscious of it, then what he's going to do is he's going to take it, get hit in the body, and he's already going to be moving away. So if you're swinging and swinging, all he has to do is move away, and then it's gone. The combination's finished, yeah? But if you come and you strip that, then it's a different story, because I come here, but I'm here. Once I've got my hand on him, if he starts pulling too much, then I will step with him and throw, because I've got that. It gives me sensitivity, yeah? I've got my hand, I know where he's going. So if he's moving away, it's going to pull me with him, and I'm going to put that hand in. If I'm just standing set, because don't forget, for these, you have to set your feet, okay? So here, I've got to be like, I settle down, and then I'm swinging hard. But if he walks backwards at this point, I'm starting again from scratch in a southpaw stance. So I swung for him, I missed, and now I'm back in. And now I'm doing it again. And I've got to start again. Not that you can't do that, and again, Tyson, Lomachenko, these guys are great at that stuff. But I like feeling where the guy's going. Because if I can get a hold of him, I can just punch. And it might do, it might deteriorate into upper, under, where I've just got the guy's arm, clothes, hair, something on him, and all I'm doing is holding him and doing upper, over, elbows, upper, over. That's fine too, because it's never as pretty as it looks in a boxing ring. In boxing, it's a lot easier to get close to people. In our sparring, you'll have noticed most of the time, you jab someone and then they're gone. You jab them and they jump back like 4 foot. So it's really hard to catch up to people. So anytime you can get your fingers on them and grab a hold of something, then you can get the next hit in a lot easier. So anyway, enough explanation. So we're going to do a very quick cool down, and then we're going to call it a day. So just a quick 3-minute cool down, okay? So, keep jumping over my pond. So let me just grab this. So we're just going to go down on one knee. I'm going to stretch out our hip flexors, because we've done a bit of hip flexor exercise at the beginning, okay? We're just going to have one leg in front, one leg at the back. We're just going to push our weight into that one, okay? Just into this one, just for the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to come up, we're going to swap legs, do exactly the same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to come up. Okay? Oh. We're just going to stretch straight up in the air, and then we're going to come down and fold over, okay? We're going to go straight up. When we come down, we're going to go all the way down as far as we can. Let our body hang for a second. Breathe out, and try and push yourself down a bit more. And then when you come up, put your hands on your shins. You're just going to let yourself come up really slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, okay? And that's 1. I'm going to do 3 of these, okay? 3 more of these. Up. Throw your body down. Let yourself hang. Breathe out. Push yourself down a little bit extra. And then stretch yourself back up again. Okay, 2 more. Up. Stretch as much as you can up on your tiptoes. It's good for your balance. Throw yourself down. Breathe out. Hang a little bit more if you can touch those toes, great. And then just get yourself back up again, nice and slow. Last one. Your tiptoes. Throw your body down. Breathe out. Get that last bit of extra stretch. Back up. Okay, check it out. Cool, guys, that's all we've got time for today. I think we went slightly over the hour, but not too crazy. Slightly better than my normal one. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. It's a nice quiet one on the bank holiday. I think about 3 people disappeared when I put the extra 8 or 9 hits in on that 12-hit combo. That's cool. I hope you enjoyed it.
Or not? Will it be on the YouTube or not?
Yes, I'm recording this one, so I'll be able to get it on YouTube. The problem, I didn't realize you couldn't record it. So the last time we done one, it was on my phone, which is why the camera was better. I didn't realize that you can't record on your phone to the phone memory. You can only record to a cloud, and the cloud only takes 1 GB. And if you guys have ever made a video that's more than half an hour, you know, we're talking at least 2, maybe 2.5, 3 GB. So it just wasn't going to work. So I've actually borrowed my girlfriend's laptop for this one, which is why it's actually recording this time. I'm actually quite annoyed about the last one. But what could you do? What could you do? I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, just because I can't remember shit after the session, so I need to go over what we've done because I don't remember nothing after.
What I'll do is I'll put it on YouTube, and when I put it on YouTube, what I'll do is I'll put the steps underneath it in the description, so this is what this is. And if I've got time to watch it all back, what I'll do is I'll say from 43 minutes, this combination kind of thing. And then
just the video's enough because you went through the combination in the video. So
that's true. Yeah. But yeah, so there, I'm 100%. I'm hoping this goes on YouTube unless there's some terrible accident. In fact, whilst I'm here, I'm going to close the recording.